Yeah, man, we just go ahead and get it on started.
Baseline!
Episode 146.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Porch Podcast. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy, DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I'm rocking with my brother, Man.
The original, baby. Welcome back. New week, new episode. Y'all know how we
it.
do.
That's it.
Special edition. It's a little earlier today.
Yeah, it's the brunch edition.
The brunch
We've been
edition.
yelling breakfast edition the whole time. It's
Right.
the brunch joint, though.
Right.
And this is episode 146, Overboard. Go ahead and clap it up for that.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Like he said, man, special edition. We had to go ahead and take advantage of this special opportunity, man, to be able to break a little bread together. So we somewhat apologize for the late start. But, hey, it's a brunch edition.
It's a brunch
So
edition.
we ain't going to trip over. We're going to go ahead and sip over it and have a good morning.
We
afternoon.
still not late.
We are not.
You know why?
We are not.
You know what I would think? Because first of all, we always is ishish.
Right.
So that's why a brunch, if you think about it,
Yeah.
a brunch
Yeah.
is a mixture between a breakfast and a lunch.
No, you're absolutely right.
So when we say 8-ish or 7:30-ish or whatever we be saying,
Right.
That's just how it goes. And ain't no way in hell we late because we usually do this around 8-ish at night.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. No, all right, I'm trying to, let's do what we always do. First and foremost. Yeah, you got something binging and making noise?
Yeah, go
It's
ahead.
It's all good.
Let's hear.
We're going to get right into the thought of the day, man.
Thought of the day.
Thought of the day.
All right, go
You know
ahead and
what I mean?
talk to him. Tell him
Thought
what
of the day is exactness and neatness in moderation is a virtue, but carried to extremes narrows the mind.
Right.
That's by Francis Fenelon. Now,
Francis Fentanyl. That's who that is. Okay. 'Cause I don't know how. I don't even know if you say fentanyl like that.
yeah. So shout out to Francis. You know what I mean? Fenelon, once again. You know what I mean? Exactness and neatness is in moderation is a virtue, but carried to extremes narrows the mind.
Absolutely.
So, with that being said, before we get into today's topic, title of the episode is Overboard.
Right.
And overboard. And in the word overboard, you can think about different words, synonyms that goes extremes and all these other things. But in the grand scheme of all of it, I think regardless of whether or not I believe something is extra or you believe something is extra, the objective is to be cool with your own decisions, right?
Right.
And your own life choices, whatever, same thing. But,
Absolutely.
whatever you decide to do. So this will be a conversation today about whether or not it's overboard. We'll, share our opinions about it. Y'all know how we do, man. Please chime in for those who watching it live. Chime in, share your thoughts, your opinions. We love to talk to you.
Share.
So go ahead and do that and make sure since we're talking about sharing, if you are watching this live, do us a favor and share this live. But E, how was your week, man? How was your weekend and all of that stuff? I know you probably were busy as usual. How was things?
I had an amazing weekend.
Okay.
I'm fresh off the plane.
Okay.
Fresh off the plane.
Got you.
You know what I mean? From Miami, man. Let's clap it up for that.
Exactly. Welcome
Yeah.
back, brother. Glad you had a safe travels there. Thank you for the travel,
I
mercy.
laughed because we went out there for the cigar comedy weekend.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Next year, Nashville. That's what we doing.
Already made the announcement.
Nashville, yeah.
Wow.
Next year we doing
Wow.
Nashville. So I'll be in spinning records in Nashville next year. Let's clap it up for that.
Okay. Well, I ain't mad at that, man. Sounds like it was a dope time. I'm quite sure you got a lot of pictures and all of that. You want to shout anybody out? Who put the event together? All those things. Who did all of that?
Well, like always, I got to shout out, you know what I mean, Nina Dawkins,
Got you.
Lance Lopez,
Okay.
DK,
Okay.
myself,
Okay. All right.
DJ Oxygen, our cousin Landy. You know,
Okay.
she's always a part even when she's not around. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
She Smokes Cigar Company. And a special rest in peace, because he's still a part of it, Mr. Eric Muhammad. We're going to go ahead and clap it up for them.
Absolutely.
That's the team right there, man. Put a lot of stuff together and things come together.
Absolutely. All right. So that's what's up, man. I think this weekend, what did I do? Little family time. Like I said, y'all know, man, when it comes to me and E, man, you know, E is a busy guy, man. He's I call him the mayor, you know, clip guy. He's also the man.
Clip.
Yeah, you know, he's obviously, you know, the DJ, you know. Like you said, just got back. When I tell y'all fresh back, I can still smell the palm trees on him. You know, I'm talking about fresh back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He ain't play no games. As a matter of fact, he hit me. He said, you know what, bruh? I want to make sure and go ahead and do a special edition of the show, man. I said, I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it. So, you know what I mean? I just want to let y'all know, the brother didn't even go to sleep. Got off the wheels of steel, got himself together, got on the plane, tried to nod. E, how was it, bro? You said you tried to get the
So
elbow?
I was trying to shout out to the young lady I was sitting next to on the plane. She was on the plane going too, and she's a diehard Eagles fan.
Okay.
And Phillies fan.
Oh, so you paid for the educated section.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So she
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So she was talking about, as soon as I seen her in the plane come out, I said, oh, you was right. Said them birds was going to bump the Dolphins off. She said, right. I said, but you know, I ain't even, I'm not an Eagles fan.
Right.
But I said, but the Phil's going to finish it tonight. She said, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
you know,
what
absolutely.
that is. Clap it up for that,
We're
man.
going to go ahead and
Let's
close
clap
out
it up.
this NLCS tonight.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take this pennant, man. We're trying to get on back to the series, man. Ain't no trying. We're going.
We're going back.
Yeah.
Man. We
All
going
right. So you was trying to get a little nod in.
So you know how
Okay.
you got I always play, me and you got that same favorite seat, that aisle seat.
You better believe.
Throw that knee out.
Yeah, I'm an aisle guy.
Yeah, I'm an aisle guy.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people love the window.
Yeah.
You know,
They can have it.
Have you ever, let me ask you this though, have you ever heard anybody ever say, bitch, I love that middle seat?
No. And if so, be careful.
Right.
If something's wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, I don't, you know, you might make that sacrifice willingly if it's with your family, or you're traveling with the team, or, you know, your peoples or something like that. But to say that I specifically go on and I want the middle seat, nah.
Right.
I don't know anybody like that.
Right.
I don't know anybody like that. So, all right, so you're trying to catch a little wing, elbow. Wow, what's going on?
No middle, the little middle point, I thought she just had it flipped.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know, some people flip them so they can get a little bit more
Little extra
room or
space,
whatever.
right.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, she nodded. I'm like, all right, cool. Wasn't nothing near, man. You know?
Oh, so they just didn't have on there.
It wasn't near. So now I'm doing this the whole time. I got my hands in my pocket.
Right.
Little neck pillow.
I understand.
Hoodie on. Because I don't know about you. I be cold as hell on airplanes, man.
Depends.
That AC be black, especially coming from
Turn
Miami.
the thing. You don't
Mine,
adjust
it was
now?
closed. But if everybody else is over,
Yeah.
it still floats.
Look a little thinner too. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, I am.
A little trim, so like, you know what I mean, a little less.
Let's get a zoom in on the thinness.
Little less meat to heat up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pause.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Pause.
And while we here, I want to do this. I'm gonna put the camera on my brother P. As you can see, he is rocking the Porch podcast hoodie along with the Jersey Cat hat.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna clap it up for that right there.
Absolutely. Shout out to Jersey Cat,
Shout
man.
out to
Shout out to Jersey Cat. And as you can see with my brother E over there, representing Young Vets, baby.
Let's go ahead.
And he just signed a contract with Under Armour. There it is.
Oh,
That's
now
where he
you
was.
lying.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, my hand was in the fucking
Yeah.
There we go.
So there it is. You know what I mean? So shout out to all of these brands, man. Like I said, once again, man, awesome clothing lines, Young Vets. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know, we dealing with Jersey Cat apparel. Check both of these brothers out, man.
Right.
Check them out. Check them out.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So cool. All right. So no middle thing for you to be able to lean on. Hard time trying to get some rest, and now you here. Okay. Cool.
And now right here, listen. I never went to sleep last night.
Okay.
The only little bit of sleep I got was on the plane. Ain't in Miami to Philly ain't a far
Hey,
flight.
well, shout out to David Sands. What he say?
Yeah.
Sleep is for what?
Suckers.
Okay, you was
Let's
woke,
go
guys.
ahead
So
and
that's good.
clap it
We
up for
we
that
suck
right
for free.
there.
All right. So shout out to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we with it. Holla at us.
Yeah.
So anyway, with that being said, that's a good thing, man. Thank God for the traveling mercies, brother. You back here safe and sound. And for everybody else who, you know, went out that way from the town and from different places, man, hopefully you had traveling mercies. If you're seeing this and you back home, that's what's up. If you're on the, you know, getting ready to fly back, hey, man, you're going to be good.
Yeah.
All right, so I had a cool weekend. Friday, you know, I actually slid out and went to a, you know, high school football game, which was cool.
Who was playing?
Which was cool. Yeah, you know, I went and seen Eastern and it's not Pine Hill. I forget the other one, the other school.
Pine Oak.
No.
Pine Hill's the other.
It's another school, but Eastern. I went to their home field,
Yeah.
Eastern Vikings, and it was cool, man. You know, just to be out there in the atmosphere. It was their homecoming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And went out there to support some friends of ours and their daughters, cheer and all that stuff. So it was great.
And speaking of homecomings,
Right. DSU just had theirs.
Delaware State University, I want to clap it up for them. Clap it up for you. We are those type of people that are alumni. We went to the homecoming for about a decade straight, and none of us went there. We didn't. We were never. I was never a student there. I didn't graduate.
Right.
But you couldn't tell me that I wasn't going to Del State's homecoming back then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's just what I
seen
did.
a bunch of videos and stuff, bunch of stories on Facebook and stuff. So it seemed like the people had a great time. So shout out to y'all, man. Like I said, one day we'll get back.
Yeah.
One day we'll get back. Even if it ain't nothing but for the day that the game is or something like that. Great times though, man. Great times for everybody who made it to those things. Remember those concerts and all that. Great time.
Great times.
So I want to get into this week's episode, man. Like you said, it's titled Overboard.
I'm gonna show the title again on the screen. It's called Overboard. Let's go ahead and clap it up for that.
Right.
Yeah, Tofuti.
What was the name of that movie? Overboard.
Klein. It was called Overboard.
Right.
Now, do you realize why he was saying Tofuti?
I forget.
So when she first went over the boat,
right,
and he left her at the spot.
Right.
Remember, he had the girls on the boat with him. The young girls was just
right.
hanging out.
Right.
He was like, "What's your name, sweetheart?" She was like, "My name's Tofuti.
Oh.
Tofuti Klein."
Yeah.
So then when she came back, remember she came back and realized she wanted to go back to her real husband in real life.
That's right. That's
Kurt
right.
Russell.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah. So when she came back,
showing off. Look at you, remembering all the people in there.
The husband was in the thing. He had that vase. He was like, "Oh, Tofuti."
I remember it. I remember when you were saying it, but you just put together the scene. Gotcha.
Most people don't even realize what he's saying because you got to pay attention to that.
You already laughed.
I'm like that with film, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of something I should. You're right. Film, art, period. Film, music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pictures. It's like, for example, it's this one picture, man, I love every time I see it.
Right.
So it's like a person of, in the Garden of Eden. It's supposed to be like representing the Garden of Eden.
Okay.
All right. So it's man and woman and everything, and the snakes in there like on Temptation.
Right.
So they reaching up. Instead of an apple, it's an iPhone.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Right.
Yeah.
But what do they call it? Well, who makes an iPhone? Apple.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, you make you think about it, right? See what I'm saying? Like it curves you. Listen, curves your mind a little bit.
Yeah,
it hit you with one of these right here.
Of course, I mean, it makes you think about double meanings and stuff like that. They call them something.
Double entendres.
Double entendres.
Triples
I've heard
too?
that. Yeah, but I heard that. Yeah, maybe that's it. But they got more than one meaning.
Yeah,
that might be it.
Oh, yeah.
It's something. It's a term. I'm drawing a blank right now, but I know
double meaning, but double. That's why people look at people like Jay-Z and Lil Wayne because they're the king of double and triple entendres.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Better wear that latex because you don't want that latex that I think I'm latex. Like
exactly.
That's the same.
Like that kind of stuff. Yeah. That's funny, man. Even remember. When you have interest in things, that's what happens. You absorb it.
Right.
Whether you're really trying to or not.
Right.
So, getting into what we was about to talk about, man, in terms of Overboard.
Right.
That's just an opinion. It's the name of the episode, but it is what it is. Sometimes things may appear to be overboard to one person, but when it all works out and it comes together, then people become a genius.
Right.
So I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna ask you a few different things, brother. You just give me your opinion.
Okay, I'm
gonna call this little segment while we're doing it Overboard or Dope.
Oh, so
just your opinion.
So this is for this episode here. I like
it.
This.
It's just something I came up with. What I mean? Overboard or Dope.
Y'all don't know what this shit about to turn into right here.
So no warnings, no disclaimers. They got to tune in. Got to rock out. You know what I'm saying? Rod Wave. Okay, the artist Rod Wave. Falling backwards through the stage, back first, to illustrate how he was feeling in a song during a concert. And the fans go crazy. It was a video that was released. You can see it a bunch of different places. So I don't know the name of the song, but in the song, I guess, he's feeling the way he's feeling. He's climbing up, scaling a fake building, and he gets up there and he just lets go.
Right.
And he falls backwards. And as he goes down, boom, smoke shoots up. It looks amazing in concert. The fans are like, no, Rod, don't do it. Like, come on, you really know the man's not getting ready to kill himself or anything like that. No. And he falls backwards. Fans go crazy. My question to you, Overboard or dope?
So, it's hard for me to give one answer for that. The artist side of it is dope. Because what's the difference of him going to the extreme on a stage to actually bring you a visual of what he's trying to do? If he did it in the video,
Right.
we would have looked at him as he's just acting.
Right.
So if he brings the video to life on stage, it's like doing a stage play.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel that. But if you got some people who mentally can't separate them,
Mm-hmm.
then it could be Overboard.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't listen to a lot of ride wave music, and it's not no
disrespect, slight to him or nothing. Right. I got you.
But when you do, it's like a lot of pain in his music. So some people may be dealing. Like, I'm not saying, I don't know about him being depressed or anything like that, but let's just say that's how somebody needs a voice for those people. He could be speaking for those people, even when you hear the music side of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if they can't separate the two, I don't want nobody to just try to mimic what Rod Wave do, like literally go out, because that stage blows open, P. You know, it's, yep, I said blows open.
It's a stage, though.
Yeah, it's stage, yeah.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah, blows. Blows open.
He ain't blow the stage open.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Way different. You know what I'm saying? Stage blows open. It doesn't go the way that they think it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Then it's Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a movie.
Oh, it was a real bullet in the gun.
That
sure, kind of situation.
Right. I'm sure it's a movie mat underneath.
Oh, yeah.
Catching it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't want,
Yeah.
young Sledgehammer, whoever the fuck you want to call him, to go outside.
Yeah.
Think he can climb up a wall and just go straight back.
Yeah.
Because he going to break his shit if
Yeah.
he do that. And that's not cool. That's all.
Yeah.
So I say it's dope, though. Because he's being an artist.
Right.
So if I'm trying to understand his intention, I'm going to say that's dope.
So I'm going to say dope as well, right? I think the art is, like you said, it's more subjective than anything like that, right? What are you trying to do? So when a person comes to a concert, in my mind, they're coming from an experience that they don't get at sitting at home listening to your music or watching one of your videos.
Right.
To me, you're supposed to up the ante of what they're normally exposed to, right?
Right.
It's like when a person comes to a show and you got the person that just comes to the concert, and then you got the one that get all access, backstage passes, the meet and greet. You got the people that want the full experience.
Right.
I think it all depends on what you coming to the show for, right? Because you got certain artists, and we love them.
Right.
But you got certain artists, they're not dancers. They're not very big on entertaining, but their art, as far as music, it puts them in a whole nother category.
I got to do it. And I ain't animated like, say, your Busta Rhymes.
Yeah,
I didn't want. You bust down my lines.
I know you. He gonna say.
Come on now.
Say who? He gonna say it.
Yeah.
I was trying to say, but
that's how Hov is.
Yeah, we had a whole conversation about me and the family. It's like when you touch on certain things, pause, and you look at it from the perspective of, they're talented.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would pay money to go to a concert and see them, because I've done that and not very entertaining.
Right.
The talent of music is great.
Right.
But I almost like it better when I don't hear the band.
So who's the best entertainer you think you've seen, like show you seen, not entertainer, but show-wise you think you've seen?
Oh, that I've ever personally been to? So I'm gonna say live is Busta.
Busta Bus.
I've seen him go crazy. I've seen
times.
50 go crazy.
Never seen 50. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm sorry.
And I've seen was it Ja Rule? It might either been Ja or DMX. By far.
Yeah.
By far, as far as me. But Busta Rhymes, I can call it vividly.
Busta.
You know what I mean? Vividly.
Yeah.
So
Busta was hip hop and R&B. R had a great show.
So he had a show.
The
greatest thing about R is you felt like, remember how he did, what was that series of songs where he...
I was just saying this to Chris. When he was on the screen?
No. I'm just saying, that song he had, it was a bunch of parts to it. Down low.
Trapped in the Closet.
Trapped in the Closet.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that, how he was able to carry that song so many different parts.
Right.
To me, he's great at that. He's great. Right. He's great. So, yes, by all means. He ain't got to dance for nothing.
Right.
But he keeps you on the cliff or on the edge like, what's the next part? Yes, I think that he's great at that as well.
Yeah.
Usher,
the best show.
Usher, if you're saying R&B and that kind of stuff, like, he's a whole different entertainment.
Yeah.
MichaelJackson, I didn't see Mike in concert, but he was a whole different entertainment.
I would have loved to see Mike, because Mike had motherfuckers passing out, man. I'm just sorry. That was funny.
You didn't care for him very much. Yeah. That was strong. Yeah, people passing out. You know, all of them wasn't touching nobody's mom. But I understand what you're saying. And speaking of that, it's so funny. We'll go ahead and we'll spin right off of that.
Right.
Drake, a.k.a. Champagne Poppy.
Champagne Poppy.
You know,
Aubrey.
You know what I mean? Posted a picture of Michael Jackson wearing a Drake hoodie. I guess, what's that, OVO or something like that? Mm-hmm. I'm probably saying that wrong, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
OVO.
Okay, let's go with that. I think that's it. We're going with the music guy. Yeah. Okay? So, boom. He had a post where he put up of Michael Jackson wearing one of the hoodies.
Right.
And it was in recognition, the way he stated, of him and the late, great MJ being tied now for #1 hits amongst male artists.
Right.
And that, it was great, right? So my question to you, I'm more or less focusing on the actual post that he posted up with the picture of with Mike wearing Drake's hoodie. Peace, big bro. I see you back in the building. Welcome. Do you feel like that was overboard or dope?
That was dope.
Okay.
Nah, that's dope. See, what he did was he's paying homage.
Okay.
He's paying homage. Like Mike, we're not gonna act like Mike ain't the mark.
He's definitely the measuring stick.
Yeah, anytime you could be on any list.
Okay.
With Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, I got something to bring up with you.
You know what I mean?
Wait, we're gonna circle back to what I'm talking about. Go ahead. So what you saying?
You in a positive way. Mm-hmm. You good. Like for example, I seen an interview one time. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't remember that. Didn't know that Idris Elba, Stringer Bell,
right,
was a DJ before he was an actor.
Right. And
it was a show.
Till they start hearing what's that bouncy or what is it? Bouncy. Where does it go?
Bozy. Yeah. That's
sorry.
So listen, right?
Not really though.
So it was Mike was coming to perform in his country, and they had a list of DJs that he said he wanted to work with. Like I need them for the show,
right?
And his name was on that list.
Okay.
And he said, then it finally clicked. Like, wait a minute, Michael Jackson know who I am?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
he didn't think, he said it ain't that Michael Jackson.
Yeah. No, it was Mike.
No, I'm saying when he probably
he was like, he said he never thought about it. Like, damn, Mike know who I am. That's like, so that's just honor. So that's a list that Mike had.
Right.
So like I said, anytime you see. Not just speaking of Mike, I mean, the internet could sometimes ask you this question.
Okay.
Right quick. Right.
Sure.
Overboard or dope. Right.
Okay.
All right. It's not even Overboard or dope. It's Overboard or too Overboard. It was a picture. It's going around. It's a meme right now. It's got young Michael Jackson in the studio.
Okay.
With Stevie Wonder.
Seen it.
And they said Mike trying to figure out how's he making beats.
Yeah.
Is he really making beats?
So
is that Overboard?
Nah.
Or is it
So here nah. I'm gonna say, all right, so they say your picture's worth 1,000 words, right? The meme, right? Well, not even the meme. The words in it.
Right.
Sometimes it's just the way that they're put out there.
Right.
That can make you go, oh, that's too much.
Right.
Perception. Now here's the thing. Mike could have been looking at something specifically in that picture.
Oh yeah, the caption is Overboard.
The caption,
but the picture's
caption's funny.
Yeah, the caption's funny.
It's humorous.
Yeah.
I don't think it's distasteful. I don't think it's something that's trying to just play him out because, Mike very well may have been thinking that.
Yeah.
You don't know Stevie.
Yeah, I don't know.
You walk into this room. You've heard different things about him, but what you didn't hear is that he couldn't see.
Right.
You go in, you see him, and you see that he's actually the person doing the great things that you heard. Right?
Right.
You mean to tell me, here it is, you may not know anything about engineering and creating beats, and you're not going to at least think about the fact that how is he doing this?
Now you got to. You got to.
So the answer to that question for me is no.
Yeah.
I think that when you ask that question, depending on how you ask it, it could be a situation like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm gonna say about that. Before we get too much deeper into this particular episode, man, I want to make sure that I let you guys know, since we talking about different concerts and different things and events and stuff like that. If you're ever in the need of a full service event planning company,
absolutely,
I want you to know that we happen to have one for you. Let them know who it is, bro. Listen, whether it's your first or your 50th birthday, that 25 years of service, if not more, retirement party, or the day that you and the love of your life share vows to become one, let Front and Center Events take care of all of your event planning needs. Sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy the show, where they truly keep you at the front and center of it all. That's www.fncevents.com. Head on over there today and get that party booked. Back to the show. Once again, Front and Center Events.
If you look at the bottom of the screen right now, you can see the website at www.fandcevents.com, which is fncevents.com.
Absolutely. All right. So with that being said, I want to spin to this next question, man. As a matter of fact, it's not even a question. I want to share something with you. I don't even know if you knew this, bruh. Kind of came across it myself and was kind of like, really? Suge Knight. Okay. Suge Knight and Breakbeat Media CEO and the Source Magazine founder, Dave Mays, started a podcast. Name of the podcast? Collect Call with Suge Knight.
So all the episodes are supposed to be them on a collect call with him?
Collect Call, yes.
I don't want to get it.
They said he ain't holding nothing back, you know. He's saying what's on his mind.
Yeah, that's the way you market it.
They got about 5 episodes already in the clip, in the cut. Mind-blowing to me is that the man's able to actually make a podcast, not be on it, not be a caller one time, but literally be able to set up, we're going to record the podcast at this time, you know,
right.
Make sure you're at this phone and be able to do it. Nothing against it, because I think, once again, you know, Suge apparently has something of value to share with the people. My question to you is the fact that he's able to do this, is it overboard or dope?
It's not overboard. Listen, it's going for when you're asking me about overboard, it's going to be a lot. It's got to take a lot for some shit to be overboard.
Right.
You already know that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I don't really.
Yeah.
It's just a lot.
Yeah.
It takes a lot.
So that's almost
so it's
normal.
dope. It's dope.
Right.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. Mm-hmm. But it's dope. It's dope that what all those brothers is doing.
Right.
Try to make it happen.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't understand. Like, I would have just got with Benzino and made a podcast and called it The Source. I wouldn't. This shit here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if they that cool with each other, but.
Yeah. I see what you're saying too, Free. You said, you know, I think the saddest part of that cipher is people will tune in to that foolishness.
Absolutely, Free.
I didn't listen to Suge when he was home. Right, exactly.
That's why I ain't got no interest in looking at. They were better off. He was better off trying to maybe get the rights completely for the name The Source.
Right.
If you turn around and say, we're making The Source magazine podcast, instantly people are going to watch it because we all read The Source.
Right.
And then guess what they can do?
Right.
I'm giving them money.
Right.
Right now, telling them this, I'm just keeping it real.
Right.
Does albums get 5 mics? Because albums come out every week. Still.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, who's the hip hop quotable for the week?
Right.
It's easy.
I think that, and the reason why I'm gonna say that I think it's in my opinion overboard, is not because I don't think that Suge should have a voice or whatever. Like Free said, I mean, I wasn't the person that tuned in or subscribed a whole lot to him anyway.
Right.
Even when he was out, I think that it's a situation where, because of where he is, that's why he's even getting any kind of, you know, attention at all.
Right.
See, my thing is once again, I respect everybody's voice.
Right.
But what are you actually trying to find out from Suge if you're talking to Suge? Suge's not out here.
Yeah.
So that means everything that he's getting secondhand information from other people. He's not out here to actually be in the company of these people. And everything else that he can tell you, however long he's been in prison,
yeah,
he has to only be talking about from that point before.
So when they the way they marketing this,
right?
I mean, it's just the way media plays off of it. I mean, Keefy D just got locked up for allegedly.
You talk about it, yeah.
Yeah, allegedly for the murder,
right,
of Tupac,
right.
Right?
Right.
So now, collect call with Suge.
Come on. Like, but it goes back to what you said last week.
Yeah.
Right? And we get it, right? But it comes down to subscriptions, right? Let's be honest. Doesn't it come down? Most things in life come down, in my opinion,
Right.
to subscriptions.
Right.
What you subscribe to, right?
Yeah.
Like when you broke down the whole concept about Jada and Will both being actors, this could have been a situation that they discussed years ago.
This their movie, man.
This is their movie. This is their books. You know, like you said, you had to reiterate to me that Will had a book first. I forgot. So then you turn right because it's not something that I'm looking at. Most of the time when I see Will,
The name of his book. Let's find out the name.
he's
of his book.
either on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or he's next to Martin in Bad Boys. You know, most of the time when you see it. So when you're not even thinking about that, that's just like with that situation. When we was talking about it.
Not to cut you, but
Nah, what was the name of
it came out in 20.
Called
yeah.
Will? It was self-titled?
Called Will, yeah.
All right. When did it come out?
2021.
All right, so 2021. I don't know what was in the book, but I'm quite sure if we actually went and read it and skimmed it, we'd be like, wow, okay, Worthy makes a little bit more sense.
Right.
Right? But the point in that situation, even just dealing with, like I said, with Suge, when you sit back and you really think about it, like, bro, what are you going to tell me about the world that I'm in that you not?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
They asked him a question. Hey,
Never knew his real name was Willard, bitch. Or
yeah. Somebody said that before.
Willard Carroll Smith.
Yeah, somebody said that
Crazy.
before. Yeah, I'd be Will, too.
Yeah.
Which was crazy. I was thinking about it from the perspective of this. So when you made the statement about last week and about the whole acting thing, not to circle back onto that, y'all. We ain't gonna stick with that. But I just wanted to say this. I thought about it after the conversation.
Right.
For a person that played such a smooth character like Mike Lowry, do you think that Mike Lowry would have been all right with what happened in that situation? Mike couldn't even find a main woman to stay with.
Mike wouldn't never been in that situation. That's just
Isn't that ironic that the same person, like you almost say, well, where's the Mike Lowry persona of him? Not circling back. Just wanted to be able to bring that up because I thought about it later.
But just to touch on that too,
Right.
just to keep that part going.
Right.
Is, when you really sit and look at it, it helps defend my argument of acting.
No, it puts
Because
everything in the perspective.
he plays Mike Lowry so well.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know?
Right.
And also the same way he played the character in The Pursuit of Happiness.
Absolutely.
Or the
Ali.
Yeah. Like the man.
Yeah. No, he's clear.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So he can be anybody that he wants to be.
Anybody.
Right.
Yeah,
Truth be told, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I said, the situation with Suge, I think, in agreeing with you.
Peace, Mo Black.
Peace, Mo Black. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Absolutely. Big win for our birds yesterday. You know, shout out to the Eagles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't run away, y'all. Those who still on there, stick with us. You know what I mean? Stay with us.
Right.
You know what I mean? So no. The point in this situation though is, I feel like you feel.
Yeah.
There are so many other valuable sources that are available than Suge.
Right.
When Suge's name comes up, it's generally not associated with anything positive.
It's a money play, bro.
No, we know that part. But what I'm saying is it's never really associated with anything of positive value.
Right.
Period.
Right.
And
Though a lot of people would say who really knew him said he was a good person in certain ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, that actually rocked with him and was with him. So, you know, I don't know. We don't know him personally, of course. But, and it's I just see this whole situation of even with the podcast, with this one, it's just, if I'm flipping through podcasts,
right,
I'm not
looking for collect call with Suge Knight.
Yeah, I'm not looking for that. Yerp, McGurp,
what's good, brother? Yeah, so that my only thing with that is the reason why, once again, I say it's overboard is because of what you said a few minutes ago. There's other options. They could have just shot the flat out Source.
They could have came back with the Source magazine podcast, the Source, the Vibe, all of them.
Yeah.
If people pay attention, that's all what podcasts are now. Is what those magazines used to be.
That's all it is.
If everybody who created Double
in real
XL
time
said, let's make a Double XL
right
podcast,
right,
I bet you watch it.
Right. Yeah, you would.
Know what I mean?
You would.
The thing is, again, like I said a couple episodes ago, it's not about the people who create that. They weren't in the business actually. Right. They weren't in the business just necessarily for hip hop.
Absolutely.
We were always convinced.
That's true, Mo Black. Yeah.
We were always convinced that the Source, Double XL, and Jet, Jet Magazine.
I know what you mean.
all these magazines was just created for us.
Yeah.
They were, but it's not just that. That was advertisement.
Right.
That's why you can sit back and think of a place like, if you really sit back and think of a Cream magazine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Cream magazine was more about advertisements than it was actually stories.
Every one of those things.
Right.
It's more about the advertising.
That's what everything is about.
Yeah.
This is why radio will never die, because it's not about the music.
Right.
It's about the advertising. Again, I don't care. Every station, one station might be country music. One station might be a hip-hop station. One station might be talk radio. One station might be sports radio.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Every station got commercials.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's really what it
The
is.
only one you don't see it, like I said, it's very limited to satellite radio, and you're paying for a subscription. Once again, that's why I say what I said. Everything is about subscriptions. It's what you subscribe to, because you're one way or the other. So I agree with you in that. Wanted to kind of talk about. I mean, I thought it was a little weird, but I think that I know what your answer is going to be.
I don't like how that look up there, right there.
Okay.
Do it.
Mario, the singer Mario, R&B maestro.
I can feel your heart crying out for me. That Mario.
That one right there, and it's another big hit too. I know I was
You
singing.
should let me love
Right there. That Mario, just to put you, bring things into context so you can see what's going on. Mario, R&B maestro, he feels that if he was to create an R&B Mount Rushmore with him included on it, the other people on the Mount Rushmore would include Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and Beyonce. That's along with him. This is what he's thinking. If he was creating his own R&B Mount Rushmore, it would be him, MJ, Whitney Houston, and Beyonce. Brother, when I tell you this started a whole conversation in my home, I mean a whole conversation. Good one. Very good. Got deep. Good deep.
Question was,
With no blood shed or nothing, we was cool, but it was deep.
question is,
Right.
Overboard or
So the question is it overboard for him or dope?
it's dope?
Okay.
Because you said the key word. If he was to create his own.
Right.
His own.
Right.
Now, realistically,
Right.
that ain't it.
Yeah. Peace, cuz.
Yeah,
Thanks for joining us.
That ain't it, because first of all,
Right.
he said Whitney, Beyonce, and who else?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, they're all pop stars.
Okay.
They're pop stars.
Right.
So I wouldn't consider that. I wouldn't even put them on the R&B, even though they're R&B. We love R&B music with them.
Okay.
But oh, I wanna dance with somebody. That's not an R&B song. That's a pop song.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I want to love you. Think my thing with a young thing.
Right.
Pop song.
Okay.
And we all know the ones that B is B. You all know that.
Right.
If you're going to ask me my R&B Mount Rushmore,
Right.
Big Luther.
Okay.
Big Luther's on there.
Okay.
Separate the Man from the Music. R is on there.
Okay.
After that, Stevie.
Okay.
Stevie Wonder's on there.
Okay.
And Smokey Robinson.
Okay.
That's it's 4 people on Mount Rushmore's, right?
It's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not against what you're saying in terms of that. I'm going to say this, right? And once again, it's just my opinion. So in theory, even though we're saying overboard or dope, it doesn't matter. As long as the person who's, like you said, is making that decision for themselves feel that way, it's fine. I think it's overboard. I don't think that, and no disrespect to Mario, but those are juggernauts. Those are heavyweights that he's talking about.
He don't compare to them, in my opinion, at all.
Maybe some people would look at it from the perspective of, if you don't look at yourself at a high caliber, then who will?
Right.
So maybe he says that because of the fact that there's no one else that he feels like on the planet that would place him amongst them, those particular heavyweights or juggernauts of stars. And so because of that, he says it. Do I agree with it? No, not only do I not agree with it, Cisco Cisco begs to differ. You know the artist Cisco. Mm-hmm. He says that he feels like Mario needs a reality check, right? Now, even before you get to the different genres of music, like you said, you pointed out those artists are more primarily pop versus R&B. Mm-hmm. I think that when you look at it, because what it did in my home was it turned it into a situation of, generations, time periods, a number of different things, right? It wasn't just those names alone, right? When you start thinking of certain names that didn't develop or people who didn't live, Pac didn't live, Big didn't live, Aaliyah didn't live, it starts getting crazy because you're talking about a Mount Rushmore. The people don't have to be alive to be on it. Clearly, Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston are not. As a matter of fact, the only two that was on it that were still living in his was him and Beyonce. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say that I believe that it's cool. It's dope that he feels that way. But do I agree with it? I think it's overboard in trying to place him in the company of those people when, in all actuality, even he has to look at their body of work and say, now, so am I really at that level on their body of work?
So the reason why I thought it was dope because, like I said, it was his own. But if you ask him my complete opinion of his list or his Mount Rushmore, nah, he don't agree. Let's just say it was a Mount Rushmore. We're not even looking at the genre of music. And you put those same three people back.
Yep.
My question is to you.
Yep.
Who would be the fourth?
In my opinion. Mm-hmm. So we had Michael. Before I do that, answer that.
I already know the answer.
Okay. You can say whatever your answer is, but I'm going to say what happened in my house.
Right.
It took a whole different turn.
I know it did. I know my family, so I know that.
Exactly. Yeah. So in our situation, it was like, okay, you're going Mike, Whitney, Beyonce. That's not even the same. You understand what I'm saying? Especially with a Beyonce, even if you just having her in it, that's not the same framework of time. Mm-hmm. So even when he creates that, he's just going, if you're starting to look at, okay, we ain't going to look at a specific time, and you opening it all the way up, that list can change so many different ways.
Right.
So that's what happened in my home. If I was trying to add somebody to that, first off, E, you just pointed out that they're more pop than R&B.
Right. That's what I said.
So now you got to go, okay, let me look into the pop pool.
But that's what I was saying. Basically, what I'm saying is, if you take away the genre of music and you just saying music, period, and those three are still on there,
right? The
only person that's going to be the fourth of mine, is Prince.
Okay, right. So he appeared on it, right? Yeah. So Prince, right. That's exactly what happened. Prince, hey, what's going on? That's right. Well, fly eagles fly. That's right. Okay, ling ling ming ming. Good afternoon to you too, dear. Mm-hmm. Listen, I agree with you.
Right.
This is why I can't think. So let's do it the other way, right? Mm-hmm. We've already covered the fact that he's putting himself amongst people that we feel like, or at least I feel like is out of his league.
Right.
Who would be the other three? Let's do it the other way.
Right.
That you would put with Mario.
So, I guess we're doing it, guys, who they match with.
Who more or less fits that particular, yes.
What list would he be on with?
What list would he be on? We'll say, okay, we on admitting for that list or the other one. What list would he be on?
It's like, in my opinion, it's almost like you got in music, in acting.
Right.
You know, you have an A-list, a B-list actor, C-list.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
And what people keep forgetting is just to be on the list is a blessing.
No question.
Right? Because
question.
Whether if you on the motherfucking Z-list,
right?
I don't even know if that exists right now. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, it does, but people don't probably call it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know what you mean.
I would say with Mario in his time, it had to be Mario, Omarion, people like that.
Right, yeah. I'm telling you, she did one. She was like, and I was like, oh, okay, I can't remember all the people. She was like, exactly what you said, Mario, Omarion.
Yeah, them people. Like,
I can't think of the other two that she said. You might could throw a Trey Songz in there or something.
Nah, Trey on a different list.
See, and I think everybody's list is still going to be adjusted. I don't think it's going to always be the same. But like for instance, okay, even from a young man's perspective or younger than the ones that we was talking about, you could easily throw a Usher on there before you threw a Mario on that same Mount Rushmore.
Right.
Right? And people going to still feel like Usher ain't got no business being there.
Yeah, but he's very close.
So I'm saying, so you got certain people. You got people that would turn around and say, well, it depends on what you call an equivalent of being on the same list, right? Mm-hmm. Because if you came to dancing, you would have to put Usher.
Right, TP. Ray J go on that list with
Ray
them.
J, right. With the other, yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you got certain people that would just wind up on those lists. Now, then it got deep. Then it got to groups. Mm-hmm. Well, what's your Mount Rushmore? So if you turned around and you was like Boys to Men, then you might turn around and say, okay, well, who else you doing? Mint Condition, or you doing? You know what I mean? You start going to other groups, so you start getting crazy. But I feel like it was overboard to put himself amongst.
Yeah, he's definitely overboard.
Beyonce, Michael Jackson, and Whitney Houston. Right. I mean, just strength and all of that stuff is different. But nothing against him. I'm not mad at him thinking that he thinking highly of himself. I just feel like that there's another place for him on another list.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everybody started chiming in, going crazy. Cisco was just one of the ones who said it. You know what I'm saying? But there's a bunch of people who feel like those, like, come on now, Like you said, separating the man from the music. R. Kelly is a beast, man.
So here's the thing.
Right.
The reason why people always mess up and they use the Mount Rushmore. Like, I don't even like the fact that people use Mount Rushmore.
Right.
People that are on Mount Rushmore was actually because of something around their time that changed
significantly
the country.
Right.
Yeah.
Major impact.
Right.
Major contribution to the change. Yep.
I love Marion's music, but if you take his music away, we're still going to be okay.
Come on.
Like, so he doesn't. That's not the type of shit that he.
I think he's overboard.
Yeah. So yeah.
So overboard.
Yeah, I go with that.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the real Mount Rushmore in life, it's George Washington.
Right.
Thomas Jefferson.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I need you to turn fantasy.
Don't even know how I got turned on.
Abraham Lincoln.
Right.
And Theodore Roosevelt.
Right. Right.
Mario, which one do you compare yourself to off of them?
This is what I'm saying.
That's why when a person turns around and they say certain things, like if they say, and this is not mine, but if they go, oh, my Mount Rushmore was of hip hop was Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, and they might say Jadakiss, right? Mm-hmm. Some might say Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, of course, Tupac. Mm-hmm. But I meant to say Tupac in the first time. That's all in the air. Then they'll turn around and say, the other one is Jada, Cam, Fab, and somebody else, like, because Nori, like, it could be the time. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And it's just why when people, I don't even know why people keep using Mount Rushmore as the thing.
I don't think they understand the first part you said.
Yeah.
First and foremost,
right.
It was the impact.
Right.
If you take certain people's music or contributions away from anything,
right,
whether we were doing acting, music, or anything, if you take away their contributions,
right,
does it have an impact on that thing?
Right.
And there are certain names that, yes, if you omit them from that, it definitely does.
Right.
If you take R's music out, it does have an impact on a certain time period of music. Mm-hmm. Now, for people who never really was his fans,
right,
and looked at a different time in music, they may say, no, it doesn't change anything for me.
Right.
But for the people who are still like current with certain situations, it's different. Mario, if you took your music away out of everybody else on that list, that list still crazy. They don't even need a fourth person.
Nah.
If they added one, cool.
Like I told you, Prince.
Of course. I mean,
right.
That's no question.
Right.
I mean, like I said, even him. You take his contribution to music away.
You hurt.
You hurting.
Yeah.
You take Mike's away. You're hurting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you took Beyonce, regardless of whoever, you're hurting. Even though Neo wrote songs, person
Mike
wrote
ain't
songs.
writing songs like that.
Right,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Even his writers and stuff. Right. You hurting.
Right. You take Chris Brown music away.
You hurting. Yeah, there's a difference. Like I said,
hell, you take, obviously, over your hoodies, you take Drake away. You're hurting.
There's no way you become the number one, tied for the number one hits amongst male artists. Now, and you think that if you took away their music, that you don't feel an impact.
That's why when people talk about those type of things, you got to look at what a person means. Like, for example, it's certain writers of music that if you take them away.
Right.
Smokey Robinson.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Just to see her.
Yes, you take Smokey away. R. Kelly.
Come on.
And Neo. You take these three people away from writing music. Come on. You like, what?
I didn't know that Loon wrote as much as he did for Puff.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's a different level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's the same thing.
Saying,
You know what I mean? Like, all right, in your case, if we took Pablo away, Escobar, right? If we took Tony Montana away, right?
That got to do with me.
We won't do it now. We won't do it now. We had that discussion thing. I know you're glad it didn't happen. Nino Brown, you take him away. You know what I mean? You be in trouble.
Take Nino away.
Maybe. It just been another New Jack. Okay. All right, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, so the point in that situation is sticking with it.
Now, if you took Chicken George away.
Right.
And like I said, Pablo and
yeah.
And Bobby Seale and all them,
Yeah, it's certain people. Right.
Freeway Ricky.
Right. But if you did, no, you're absolutely.
Ronnie Reagan.
Yeah. You took certain people.
No, I'm going too far.
Yeah, you went too far.
Overboard.
Pull up.
Overboard.
You went overboard. You know what I mean? That's what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in life, it's, whoa, you need somebody with them orange sticks right here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Slow it down.
So let me ask you this, because this is, we're talking Overboard.
Okay.
You watch the show Sisters?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Not ashamed to say it.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed either, man. I'm
grown. And enjoy it. Not only watch it, but enjoy it.
I'm a grown man. So
right.
I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, I've been watching the episodes and it's starting to seem like Karen's baby is neither one of those guys' baby.
According to my wife, she's been pregnant extremely too long, not showing anything. I don't even think there's a baby.
Let me break this. My sister's not the only person to say that, but I have to make people realize this again. Those shows are basically like stories.
Made you almost fall asleep.
Those shows are basically like stories. So if you ever pay attention to an episode,
yes,
a lot of those episodes are not even a whole day.
No,
it's literally they do this, they go lunch, they go.
It's almost simultaneously happening. So you're there, and it's all in that same amount of time. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So it's not.
That's real though.
We can't take it as. It's because we've been watching the show for years that she should at least have a baby bump. Because in that show, okay, I'll put it to you like this. Most of these seasons is about 25, 26 episodes.
Okay.
Right?
I didn't count them, but I'm going to go with your number.
Something around there.
Okay, cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you know technically in their show world, that's only about maybe 48 hours? If you pay attention to it.
Okay.
It's not that long.
Right.
When you see it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
It's really not that long. Just like the show 24, the Keanu, I think it was not Keanu, but I forgot the little actor dude. Used to have the show 24 on Fox.
Yeah.
Okay. It used to be 24 episodes in a season.
There you go.
Each hour was an hour.
Made sense.
Of the season.
24 hours.
24 hours.
One day. Gotcha.
So it's even like when 50 was explaining when after Ghost died and then Tariq got on his show, right?
Mm-hmm. He said it's a week of filming, huh? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
I got you.
So right, Rel. So when it was done, right, bro? And Tariq's show started, it was only 48 hours later.
Got you.
Even though we waited a year and a half, so we can't keep saying about she's not shown. We want it to be real and authentic, but it's not there yet.
Exactly. No, I got you. No, it makes all sense in the world.
But it's just when you looked at the episode and you see that most people do not remember. Mm-hmm. And I actually Googled this because I was sitting there sipping, chilling and thinking. I said,
got you.
I know who the baby dad is.
Okay, listen. Hey, say what's on your mind.
If you go all the way back to episode 8 of the whole entire series.
Oh, way back.
Back.
Season 1.
Episode 8.
Uh-oh.
Right?
Okay. Talk to me. The people want to know.
She called her old faithful over. And he basically made her pick her face up. Dude name was Rico.
Gotta go back to 8 because I kind of remember, but I don't remember his face look like. Okay.
He came in.
Right.
She was ready for the mashery. You know what I mean?
Mashery.
For the mashery. Spooled the condom out to everything. Brunch edition. This is what we doing today.
Okay, yes.
All right?
Yeah.
He said, nah, you ain't, I'm surprised you called. You ain't be responding to my text. She's like, it basically was a conversation that she only used to call him when Zach was messing up.
Got you. Yeah.
That was
emergency, break glass.
Yeah, that was her emergency glass. And he said to her, I'm not doing this. I found somebody. You don't realize I really like you. You don't even get to talk to me. She was like, it's a reason for that. He said, well, I met somebody. I'm getting married. I just wanted to tell you to your face.
No, I do. Okay. Wow. So
it's already.
we're entering the third person.
Right.
So for those who didn't watch the episode, you should watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know when you can find time, but it's cool. The problem with that situation to me a little bit is twofold. One, it's inconclusive, obviously, for Zach because the lack of DNA.
Yeah.
Right? And they don't know how Aaron supposedly got a hold of the information that he knows, right?
Yeah. But his information doesn't match.
The one consistent thing that's amongst all of them
Right.
is every one of them is trying to project what they want the outcome to be.
That was exactly.
Regardless of what the reality of it may be.
Exactly.
Karen wants Zach to be the father.
Right.
Aaron wants to be the father.
Right.
And Zach is accepting the fact that I may or may not be.
Yeah.
But I know I want to be with Fatima, and that's just what the concept going to be. He's actually more focused on the son that he knows is his.
Right.
And that's his.
Right.
That's here. So that's the twist. I'm like you. You have to keep in mind that all of these things are happening simultaneously.
Right.
It's not like one is living and the other people are chilling somewhere in the cut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, so Zach done that? Okay, all right, let me go live. Nah. Even though the show is scripted that way. But I get what you're saying. So the emergency brake glass guy shows up, episode 8, season 1, basically lets it be known, yo, we gonna call it quits on that because I'm getting ready to go and get, settle down with somebody I want to be with. And because of, like you said, in theory, in our mind, even though that was season 1, in all actuality, in the grand scheme of time,
it's not that long.
It's not putting out of the realm of him being possibly the father.
Go away.
I don't know though, E.
What?
I don't know. Zach went to jail. There was a lot of stuff that happened in season 1.
Listen what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
If you go, I'll give you a perfect example. And I know this is different because it's court and all this type of stuff.
Right.
But even this episode here just went back to what's the name in the jail saying he did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still trying to prove that. And
Maurice,
yeah. And remember, the lawyer didn't show up for him.
Right. The one that the African brother.
Gave him. You got to realize when Sabrina was in jail. She was in jail for like the first 8 episodes, and that wasn't nothing but like a week.
Y'all hear this, man? Y'all hear y'all favorite brothers from the porch, man?
Yeah, we talking because it's art and it's entertainment. Y'all can say whatever the hell y'all want. I can tell you the same thing about it.
The only difference is y'all know we watching it because we telling you.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So look, man, we keeping it real. We ain't going overboard.
But I'm telling you, if you go back and look at that same time,
right?
That's that's the part where people say all the way back in season 1.
Yes.
That's when Zach did the mashing again in the thing. That's when Aaron hit. The dude is right there in the same equation.
Right.
It's not. I'm telling you, but
right.
If you listen to the conversation, you call me every time old boy mess up.
Right.
It's not. This wasn't the first time he came over and he didn't hit. He's been doing this for years.
Right.
So we got to use our imagination to understand their conversation that this always happens.
Can't rule it out.
I'm telling you.
Can't rule it out.
What's going to happen is she's going to end up being a single mom because this nigga done went off and got married.
Right.
He went off somewhere.
Yeah.
And guess what's going to happen? Aaron's still going to be there.
Right. You don't have to watch the rest of the season, guys. You I'm just playing. That's great job, E. Great job, man. I agree.
I knew I was waiting for somebody to say it. Free said both of y'all overboard.
Bring us back ashore, bro. E, we gonna get into some questions this week, man. We gonna do some would you rathers.
You gonna do some rather. Welcome to another episode of Would You Rather. Free, I see you, bro. I had to put the game show voice on to bring it back on this side of the map. I was overboard, but I didn't need a life raft or an inner tube. I'm back here, so let's get to it. Yes.
All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Would You Rather. I'm going to ask E a series of questions, and we're going to get his answers. And depending on the question, I may answer them myself. Please, for those who are watching it live, feel free to chime in with your responses as well.
Absolutely.
All right. So would you rather have an incredibly annoying high-pitched voice or a really deep manly voice?
deep manly voice.
Absolutely.
That's
Anything
easy.
other than that for you, I would say we can go ahead and cut the episode because it take me out of everything that was in it.
Because that's overboard.
Because that's overboard.
Right.
Okay. Would you rather give up your phone or only wear Crocs for the rest of your life?
I just wear the Crocs. I need my phone just for communication. Like, it's not like I'm addicted to it, but if a person's looking for me, because I'm always on the go, I can't always be at.
Right.
I can't be taking a beeper and running. You know what I mean?
Not at all. You still going to have to use somebody else's phone or
Right,
something
that's
anyway.
something stupid.
All right. Would you rather be a mad genius or a popular but dumb?
What is a badum, man?
No, popular but dumb. It's not a but dumb.
Oh.
I was saying it moving too quickly.
I could be, you said a mad genius?
Mad genius or be popular but dumb.
I go mad genius.
Okay. Would you rather have unbelievable sex that lasts for 10 minutes or average sex that lasts for an hour?
I told you that unbelievable 10. That's all you need sometimes.
Yeah, I can't see where you would just want to have average anything when you can be unbelievable.
Sex is exercise.
Yeah, but I promote tapping into your greatness.
Yeah.
And if your greatness is in that shorter window of time,
Yeah.
then if you're doing great things, usually great things happening for everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that, versus average, and you may come away from that hour and feel like it was a waste of.
I don't think anybody
60
clearly cares about going long. I think everybody just want to reach their point.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Okay, I agree with it. Okay, I don't even that one right there. I don't. Wow. Okay. Would you rather be funny but really stupid or boring but really smart?
Yeah. I'm always be boring and smart, man. Intelligence is everything to me, man. Even though I'm silly and I play a lot of games, you got to have some intelligence. Like I can't be like Larry said. No, I can't.
I get it. I can't think of any dynamic where I would not want to be an intelligent
An
person.
intelligent person.
That's just that. I don't think there's much more to it. All right, so would you rather have your name tattooed on your forehead or have no front teeth?
Oh no, get the tattoo out. Get the tattoo out. Get the ink out, bitch. I need my teeth. No. Get it. Bitch, call me Mike. Bitch, call me Mike Tyson, bitch. I'm telling you that. They call me Money Mike, bitch.
Get you some falsies, man.
No. Put the tattoo on my
What
forehead.
they call them veneers. Well, I guess do the veneers have to have something to hook on to,
You
though?
gotta have the hook on too.
You might have to get the, what's your name, man? What they call them joints? My man, you might have to get like, I can't think of his name right now. It's a rapper, man. Grills. Known for grills. All right,
Paul Walls?
Paul Walls. Yeah. Just get the Paul Walls, eh?
Nah, I'm not. I'm saying. I thought you meant like I couldn't get teeth. I gotta walk around.
Nah, just say no front teeth. I mean,
I still just put the tattoo on my shit, man. I like my natural teeth. Yep.
Would you rather share a bed with a walrus or an eel?
I gotta go walrus, man. I gotta go walrus. Cause ill at night. Even though this shit is gonna remind me of a snake. You know, I don't mess with snakes, but I'm not scared of eels. You ever notice that? Like, eels never bother me.
I don't
but
equate
snakes.
fear and not liking something as the same thing.
Well, I don't like neither one of them.
No,
walrus.
but people do all that all the time. Like, if you say, all right, so your reaction makes people say whether or not you have a fear of something, right?
Yeah.
So if you react and you jump or you move a certain type of way.
That's not fear.
Right.
It might have caught you off guard.
It caught you off guard, right? But fear and that's not the same thing. So, like, for instance, for all those who don't know, when it comes to me, I don't have a fear of mice or rats and all of that.
He does.
I don't like them.
He does.
No,
He's
I
scared of
don't.
that
No,
shit.
I don't. No, I don't. No,
Yes,
I
he
don't.
is.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Look at my face.
My thing is always the same
Look
thing.
at my face. He's scared.
Nah,
of mice.
man, they deal with disease. They deal with all these other kind of nasty things, and that's all I'm thinking
So
about.
does mosquitoes.
I don't like them, but I'm not scared of mosquitoes. I'm not scared of a mouse, you know what I'm saying, or a rat. But anyway, long story short, in that situation, I think I would rather just, if I had to deal with that, I'd just get out the bed.
Yeah.
I sleep on the couch. Let the walrus or the eel have the bed.
Yeah, I thought you had to pick one. Is it me or Andy Reid look like a human walrus?
No, he does.
Yeah.
He favors that.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's what I thought.
That's what you wanted to do with that. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do that. Would you rather not be able to taste or not be able to see colors?
You should not be able to taste or not be able to.
Or not be able to see colors?
I just be colorblind, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Taste is just but it's not as easy as people think.
They're connected.
Yeah.
They're connected.
Yeah, because you
They're,
see,
they're,
when you
neurologically speaking, they're
so
connected.
you may not necessarily taste anything.
I think we equate color to taste.
You do.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you couldn't see,
you still wouldn't be able to.
I mean, it would not be as pronounced, or it may be stronger. Usually they say when you lose one sense, but you can still see, but not color.
You look at strawberries,
right,
and you see one that's a darker red. You like that more sweet right there.
Right.
Give me that big juicy one over there.
So,
Pause. Yeah. Like that's how I be.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Ready to put the big juicy one in your mouth. That's all right.
Whoa. Pause. What I never know.
That's
no.
What you said. You said the big juicy one.
Yeah. I said pause already.
Okay. Would you rather the ability to change the past or see into the future?
You said what again? You asked
rather the ability to change the past or see into the future?
Change the past, man.
Okay.
Because at that time you wouldn't live with no regrets if you did that. But you might regret changing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you could still.
Make this the last one, brother, because we've been rolling right along.
Right.
Would you rather know how the world began or how it will end?
Neither one. Because it always was and it always will be.
So if I absolutely had to pick one, I'd like to know how it began.
Yeah, I'd rather want to begin.
Definitely don't want to know how it's going to end. But I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't, because it's in the past. I have no control over it, right? I can't change anything about what's going to dictate or determine or come out in the future. So I'm cool with knowing how the world began. So, I mean, me personally, that's where I'm going with that. You can take us out of there, bro.
That was another episode of Would You Rather. Rather you get right back to the show, E. Let's go.
Just glad to see you made it out of there, man. Big juicy red one.
So listen.
Sweet.
What the fuck is going on? So, this has been episode 146, Overboard. Oh, tofuti, klein. I'm your boy DJ E, Mr. Influential. Please catch us on all your favorite podcasts and listening sites like Spotify, Apple Music. Apple Podcasts. Always do that. iHeartRadio, Audible, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts. What else, P? Did I miss one? Red Circle.
Red Circle, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And where can they see us?
They can see us each and every week. Like I said, if we're going to have any kind of change in the schedule, we will let you guys know, give you advance notice. But pretty much on a regular Mondays, somewhere between 8 and 8:30, you can catch us live right here on Facebook on my brother's page. You can definitely see the repeat of that immediately following, although I don't know. We'll see. Right. But generally speaking, you can catch us there, and you can always catch us on our YouTube channel at The Porch Podcast. We may be making some changes to when we actually release that. You guys will know. If you haven't subscribed already, please click that subscribe bell and hit that click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you can know when all the episodes are going to drop.
Subscribe bell. That was dope, though. I like
You know what I'm saying? Ring a link. You know what I mean? So hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you know when all the different content is dropping, and you can tune in and hang out with us. But look, this has been episode number 146, Overboard. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us for y'all brunch. Look forward to seeing y'all next week. Y'all be good, man. All right, family. Peace.
Yeah.